What's going on, happy people? Today we are going to be doing an unboxing and review of the kayak cart I got on Amazon. It's the Vivor heavy duty kayak cart, 12-inch tires, kind of similar to the Wilderness Systems one that costs like $250, but this one comes in at a whopping $75.99 for the solid 12-inch wheels, or the beach wheels are $114. I went with the solid wheels for what I need. I figured for 75 bucks you can't really go wrong, but we'll unbox it here. We'll find out if it's actually any good or if it's total junk. And you can come along for the ride as I try it out. So here we go, just arrived in the mail. Cut it open. Looks well packaged. Got the bars here, we'll open that in a second. Tie down straps, and then the actual framing itself. And wow, those wheels are big. Sheesh. Big 12-inch wheels, look at those things. Holy cow, that's awesome. That should make this roll so well over everything. That's perfect. I'm glad I didn't get the little 8-inch wheels that I was looking at earlier on a different cart, because I think the bigger the wheel, the easier this thing's gonna roll, especially here in Tennessee, where it's a lot of rocky terrain, and I don't want the wheels to be getting caught on rocks as I go by. I figured the bigger wheel would get over it just a little bit easier. So I'll use this little box cutter and carefully cut the tape that's there. That aside. And again, I'm doing this for my Old Town Sportsman 106 PDL. It's a light enough kayak that I have carried it unloaded. It's only like 80 pounds, I think. But a kayak cart makes it easier to get from the car into the water, and times when you can't just use a boat ramp, because not every location I launch at is a boat ramp. I like to go to more remote creeks in my kayak that don't always have boat launches. So this will expand the capabilities of where I can launch this watercraft and where I can catch some fish, or at least try. A little more trash, making a lot of trash here. Let me know in the comments down below if you've bought an Amazon cart before and if you were happy or if you were upset. This one so far is looking pretty decent, especially for the price. I mean, you could buy 2 or 3 of these things for the Wilderness Systems one online. And nothing against Wilderness Systems. I mean, it's a top-rated kayak cart. I'm sure it's phenomenal. This is like spring-loaded. Looks like to swing out or something. I don't know. I have to, how does that work? Oh, there it goes. It's just really stiff. Cool. All right. Now this guy will slide on here and slide on there. It looks like just drop it in there like that or something. I don't know. I'll have to look at the instructions here. Yeah. We'll pull the kayak out to get this properly fit. And I'll show you how we do all that. But this guy here, how do I go ahead and do that? Let's throw the wheels on. Are there any pins in here? There they are. There's at least one. There's the second one. Doesn't look like there's a right way to put these on. Not for highway use. I find it funny what people print on these things, because I'm sure somebody out there would try to put this on the road and drive with it. And that's why lawyers exist, people. Okay. Other wheel. Cool, look at that. 90% done already. Very cool. And this guy. Now, we gotta get these rails in here, and then we'll flip the kayak upside down and we'll play around with it and see how it all lines up. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get these guys in here, because it doesn't just go in. I'm hoping I don't have to take these off. Ah, they're push pins. I do have to take them off. Well, pop the wheel off. I'll push that little button in on the underside. There we go. I didn't think that was going to be that difficult, but I didn't have to disconnect all this stuff, it looks like. But I did anyway, so there we go. And push this back on there. Push a little pin on it. Up. There we go. Okay, easy enough. Let's put this back on. And get these knobs back on here, and we'll just leave it kind of loosely attached for now, because we are going to be adjusting it to the bottom of the kayak itself in just a moment. Okay, now put the wheel back on. Had I read those instructions, which no man wants to do, I would have saved myself that moment, but yeah, I would have taken a moment to read the instructions, and that would have cost me just as much time. It's not rocket science, people. So let's undo this one. Now we'll take this, loosen these up just slightly so that the track can be lowered enough to fit in there, something like that. There we go. Ah, well, looks like it's coming off. Making a total mess, whatever. Let's just do it the same way I did it. Keep things uniform, right? Why not? All right, put this guy on there. There we go. Put the bolt back on. Where's the other one? Here we go. I'd say the setup on this thing is easy as can be. I would not take points away from this cart because of the build. You know, some carts may come fully constructed and you just unfold them or something. I mean, look at this thing. It's as basic as it comes. If you can play with a kayak and put a seat on your kayak to go out, you can easily assemble this cart. And for the price, I think you're crazy to write it off. Again, because you can buy multiples of these. Will it float? No. I'm sure it won't. If I lose it, I'll just buy another one. I honestly am not worried about a floating kayak dolly. I don't take it on the kayak with me. I don't plan to. I'll leave it in my car, and that's not a feature I need. And I'm not willing to spend several $100s more for a feature I don't need. All right, clean up some of this trash. Vivor, I have no idea who you are. I have never heard of you before. Let's get the kayak out. This part is gonna make a lot of people cringe. Here we go. Oh yeah, all over the ground. There we go, scratch it up. Oh, this is painful, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and pull it out just a little more. There we go. Now I can flip it up and move that out of the way. There we go. Now, I bought this kayak used, so don't blame all the scratches you're about to see, because it wasn't me, but it's just a kayak. It happens. Okay, for this guy, we can now adjust these handles so they sit in these little recessed areas. So what we'll do is adjust it, loosen these knobs, bring it down to like there. It looks like we're somewhere around there. Tighten that up. Okay. And this guy, loosen. We'll bring up. Okay. We'll put them like right there on the same scupper lines. Something like that. We'll tighten it up. Again, these are just little twisty knobs. Super duper easy. Fits the bottom of the cart pretty well. Bring it down now. Set it down. And we'll do one final full tightening. There we go. Cool. And that's all it is. So now that fits the bottom of my kayak and we can try it out. And that'll run the full length of the kayak too, which is great. That will really change the game. So let's try this thing out. Do this a variety of ways. Let's do it the way I guess I'll actually do it when I'm out and about. Put that at a slight angle, kind of facing the bow of the kayak. Then I like to come back here, lift, walk over, and place it down. All right, let's see how it matched up. Oh yeah, can you see that? Went into the tracks perfectly, which is awesome. Let's see here. Yep, went into the tracks perfectly. So now I can move the kayak forward or backwards. Ideally, I'd like to have this more in the middle of the kayak, but that really quite easy. Let's give it a test. Let's give it the old test. See if I can slide it on there. Now it has a stop on it, which is nice. Eventually, right? Oh, that's so light. That's not even in the middle. I could do this one-handed. Look at that. One finger even. And it's not even in the perfect position. Yeah, that's cool. Let's try moving it up a little bit. Lift the kayak. Put it back down. All right. Now it's slightly more forward than it was. I have to work on my positioning and how I get it on there. Oh man, does that roll nicely. Yeah. For 75 bucks, guys, I think this is a winner. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description below to this exact one, but I will be able to walk over to my truck, drop it, set it right there, don't fall, and load it right up. So much easier now than I was before. Look at that. Well, 2 thumbs up. Again, link in the description below. The Vevor 12-inch kayak cart, 75 bucks. All right, that's all for now. See you guys.